This Labor Day adventure came together pretty quickly as we all couldn't wait to get back out into the wilderness. Don and I left Thursday afternoon and met up outside of Bend, camped for the night, and then kept going. Meanwhile, Will and Art had left early Thursday morning, made it to the Painted Hills, and then ended up in the Steens Mountains, exploring that area, and ended up camping at the top of Kiger Gorge. Despite some very spotty cell service, we all managed to meet up at Field Station before heading out again. Because we didn't want to sit out on the dry lake bed in the heat of the afternoon, we took a trip up the Domingo Pass trail with some just great scenery surrounding that pass area. During planning, I had actually just put my finger in the middle of the Alvord Desert dry lake bed, and that's where we met up. Adam arrived just minutes after we reached our destination. He had left Portland Friday afternoon.
Nice timing.
The Alvord Desert is a dry lake bed about 12 by 7 miles and almost perfectly flat. It sits in the shadow of the Steens Mountains, which are directly to the west. Although it was Labor Day weekend, we could only see a few campers in the far distance. women's world land speed record was set here in the Alvord Desert in 1976 at 512 miles per hour. And later, this was exceeded by Jessie Combs in 2019. Unfortunately, Jessie actually died in an accident during that land speed record. With the Broncos having a speed limiter, we were in no danger of reaching those speeds. With the guys having had their fun, it was time for the drone photographer to go out there for a little blast.
Take your time, Dave, because Will needs another shower.
I can give him another dust shower. I had originally hoped to camp out at Three Fingers Gulch in the Owhyee on Saturday night. It's a pretty rough road going down into this area, and Don and his Airstream were a little bit challenged. He got much farther than we ever thought he could, but we just decided to turn around and camp somewhere else. But we enjoyed the afternoon at the Gulch. The rock formations here soar about 1,000 feet above our heads. We actually ran into a gentleman from Corvallis in his red Bronco. He was camping for the week hunting for mule deer. Unfortunately, Sunday morning, Will had to head back to Portland, so we were down a member. As Don hadn't made it to Three Fingers Gulch Sunday morning, we headed right back down there.
We got it.
Damn, I failed to get one in the air again.
On the way out of the gulch, it was time to explore. I found a trail that headed off to a spring on the map. It was a great opportunity to go out and look at the surrounding area.
Wall behind it, and this offsets that. That's a great shot.
Water coming out of the ground must have been highly important for early settlers in this area. We had spotted the trail up Steamboat Ridge and couldn't wait to get up there.
Yeah, we're in 4-low, rear lockers, and we have the manual transmission mode on. I've been using my sea gear a lot. There's a lot of hills I haven't been able to crawl up in first.
You guys ready? I was born for this.
Get your motor running.
Partly is to get the camera running.
This is going to look so unimpressive on camera.
Good thing we live in the real world and don't need cameras.
Should have done an elevation check at the bottom.
Ears just popped.
How's everybody doing?
I think if you were going to see bighorns, it'd be up here.
High elevation. Seems like I hide from the heat, unless I like the heat. I don't know.
Keep an eye into the rock walls. If they spot you're lucky. I'm in all day. Is it done? Plus, it looks like there's some rocks to do Bronco things on. I show 101 out right now.
101? That's a wee hot.
Doesn't feel that bad. Versus the dry heat.
I was just getting out of low.
Take your time, let Dave's ducks clear, and enjoy the ride down in. It's pretty nice.
Thank you.
So Leslie Gulch, named for Silver City pioneer Hiram Leslie, who was killed by lightning here in 1882.
Leslie Gulch might be one of the most impressive yet least known locations in all of Oregon. Leslie Gulch ends at Owhyee Lake, a reservoir formed by the Owhyee Dam. Prior to our previous journey to Triangulation Point, Takaya hadn't really been a water dog, but now it's nearly impossible to get him out of it. From Leslie Gulch, we headed north to Succor Creek area. This area is just spectacular, with ridges soaring 4,000 feet above the creek level. While there's a campground at Succor Creek, we headed a little bit further north and I scouted out a beautiful campsite right along the river, nestled under the cliff face. Having settled into our campsite, I decided to go exploring back to the Succor Creek campground and found some very inaccessible campsites up above the campground. Every night of the journey, we were blessed with the Milky Way in the sky. Early Monday morning, I was greeted by flashes, and that was soon joined by thunder and then later rain. It was time to pack up and get out of there. After airing up the tires for the last time, I managed to get a flat tire, was able to pull off and get the tire plugged and keep going home. I have no doubt that each and every one of us would head back into that area at a moment's notice.